Alright, so I'm back with another video. Alright, anyway, so I'm back and I've been gone for a very long time. Very long time. A lot has happened and a lot has changed, but I'm back. Comeback video today is going to be about business, if you didn't read it in the title. 2020 has made us start and do a lot of stuff, including start new businesses, and people have lost their jobs. A lot has happened. Anyway, so I wanted to be one of those people to start a business, and I pretty much did a lot of research and tried to follow what people were saying on YouTube. But a lot of stuff they say on here, they don't even go into detail, or they don't give you like the full, like the bad part. They always make it seem like, oh, you do this and this and this and this, A, B, C through Z, and your business gonna boom. That ain't the case. I did A through Z, and my business, it didn't boom, but it didn't flop either. But I'm here to give you guys, I think I have here in my notes about 8 tips on how to be better than me that a lot of people didn't mention. Some did, but they didn't talk about it good enough where I understood. And then if I don't touch on it enough, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments, whatever the case may be. I'll have my email down and we can talk a lot more about what needs to happen to get your business up and running. All right, first thing first, let's go ahead and get started. Find your niche and your audience. And what I mean by that is basically find out what you want to sell and who your audience will be. So for me in my business, I wanted to sell fitness, and then I kind of wanted to get into beauty. So it's just healthy products. So using vegan product, nothing harsh or any chemicals. So for my fitness part, my audience was basically women. Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves, and you can always change those features without having to have surgery, because now it's always that Instagram model or the Instagram body type, but you can get that same body type by working out, going to the gym. I wanted to get start a legging company and start making women feel, you know, good about themselves while they work out and become the best version of themselves. So if you want to go check out my site, it's itsbrittanyt.com. I'll leave it down in the comments below. But anyway, find your niche and your audience. So you want to think about who, what, and why. So like I said, let's say you're selling cupcakes. So who do you want to sell these cupcakes to? Are you targeting kids? Are you targeting teens? Are you targeting female or the male audience? And the what? So we know that you're going to be selling cupcakes, but what type of cupcakes? Are you going to sell like lemon? Are you going to sell like a variety of flavors? Are you going to sell mixed flavors like chocolate and vanilla mixed together some kind of way? So what exactly are you going to be selling? And then why? Why are you selling this product? Is it because you have a passion for it? Is it because you like baking? Is it because you want to make a kid smile? I don't know. You need to figure out those things before you start your business, because they don't tell you that. They just say, oh girl, you can sell these shirts and make money. That is true. But then you be all over the place. Like, no. All right. Number 2, create a brand. So as a fitness advocate, I want to make sure I'm in shape and be able to show my progress as being fit. So your brand is very important. Once you get your brand down, and what you can do for brand, because I'm terrible at explaining this, you can also Google how to create my brand, how to explain my brand. Whatever you are looking to do for your brand, you can just type that in Google, and Google will give you probably 20 steps on how to do your brand, just on brand. Trust me, it's out there. Somebody have created a blog for you to read on brand. Step 3, create your logo. And creating your logo is very important, because your brand shouldn't be about a donut and your logo has something about, you know, a man standing over there in the corner trying to tie his shoe. Like, it's like a, you know how those emojis be, like the cock wheels, and like, what does that have to do with a donut? So make sure you, make sure your logo represents your brand. Because if it doesn't, you're gonna lose your audience, you're gonna lose your people, and they're just gonna be like, okay, she sells cupcakes, but this dude is typing on a computer saying, buy my donut. Don't make sense. So moving on. Some people, this is not a step, I'm just throwing this out there. Before creating their website, some people get their LLC. Not with me. I didn't do that. But if you want to be on your sugar honey iced tea, honey, go ahead and get your LLC. So with your LLC, basically, it's a liability saying that if something ever happens, they will sue the company and not you. And I was going to do that, but I was going the cheap route. Trust me, I was going the cheap route. I was going to let my business boom, and my business was going to pay for my LLC as I started, making money. So that's not a priority right now, so I didn't want to work on that right now. It's up to you if you want to be on your sugar honey iced tea. You could go ahead and get your LLC first, and you won't have to worry about it later on. So, and you can do that online based on your state. They're typically different prices. So for Alabama, I think they may be like less than $200 to get one. By all means, go ahead and get yours. Depending on what state you're in, it may be higher, it may be lower. So look into that. But step 4, create your website. Now this one right here gave me a headache because I did so much research on trying to find the perfect hosting site and the perfect company to buy my domain from. And girl, oh boy, somebody, it didn't work. It did work. I chose to use hosting.com, hostinger.com. And I bought my domain through them as well. And they're pretty much like WordPress. So they do WordPress sites, and I use WooCommerce to sell my merchandise. And I can do a whole separate video talking about how to create your website and how to use Hostinger to create your website, because I did a lot, and you don't have to code to use this. A little bit, you do need to know a little bit. However, it's cheaper than some of the other routes. But if you don't want to do that and you want a simple route, you're not a coder, you don't know how to do anything dealing with websites, you can also use like Wix.com, Shopify, GoDaddy, Squarespace, Etsy. They have so many different sites that you can use to create your website and get the word out there. But remember that some of these sites, they be trying to trick y'all because, like, I know Shopify, they take a percentage of your product. Let's say you're selling t-shirts, they take like 0.2% of the product. Like, let's say you sell your t-shirt for $23. They're gonna take 0.2% of that that when someone purchased that. So I didn't want anybody taking my money, because I'm putting my hard work into, selling you this product. So you're not gonna take no type of percentage of my money. So do your research, figure out what you want to do, and I may do a video explaining the different prices and break down how they charge you based on the different software platforms like Wix, Shopify, and GoDaddy. Those are kind of the popular ones, and Etsy, and just kind of show you the breakout. So that may be coming. If y'all want to know that, put it down in the comments below, and I will go into details explaining what they take out, how they charge you, and why I chose the Hostinger site that I chose. Again, do not use it if you're not tech savvy. And it's really not hard, but some pages can be kind of hard to get up and running. I'm not gonna lie, it took me days to get my site up and running the way I wanted to. And there are some disadvantages to using that, but we're gonna skip on past that. Number 5, where to get your products. Of course, you want to look into like eBay wholesale, depending on what you're selling. If you're creating all of your merchandise at home, let's say you're creating lip balms, you're creating bath bombs, and you need containers to put them in, eBay will be very good to purchase those containers. They have a lot of them like wholesale, like you can get 40 containers for like $25, who knows. Depending on what you're looking for, I would start there for containers. But then you have Alibaba. I've used them, and then AliExpress. And then Shopify has their own little wholesale thing as well, but I didn't get into Shopify. I wish I would have a little bit more, but I didn't. Again, when you go with whoever you choose to go with, be sure that you guys communicate very well because I ran into a lot of issues with a lot of my products, which gave me a headache, which made me feel like I can't do this. And I'm gonna do another video explaining what happened, and I'm not gonna give the vendor name away, but I will explain and show the product that I received versus the product that I requested. And I did get a refund for that, but it took over a month. I like back and forth communication. This can be draining. So be sure that, just make sure you got a lot of time on your hands to focus on this, to drill down, to make sure you are going with a reliable company, which I was. This company is over 10 years old, but still, sometimes people make mistakes, and nobody is perfect, and you know, we gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving. Anyway, so that's step 5. Let's see what else we got here. All right, step 6. Oh, side note, I said, oh, don't be afraid to like support other businesses. So, you know, like that girl that you saw, you was just strolling on Instagram and you saw that she was selling t-shirts. You should have bought a t-shirt and just wrote, you know, her a little message saying, hey, I noticed your products. This is great. I purchased one. Keep up the great work. And then later on, just follow up with that person and say, hey, I just started my business. I don't know if you remember me. I purchased one of your shirts a while ago. If you wouldn't mind checking out my site, let me know if you have any feedback about it, anything like that. I'm just starting up. I just, you know, want a second eye or something like that, get opinions. And that way, maybe she'll go out there and say, oh, she got some good stuff. Let me purchase. That's how you get that connection. We got to help each other out. You got it? We got to help each other out. Buy her product, she buy your product. Okay. Number 6 though, equipment. So, everybody on YouTube said you got to go get this laser printer. You got to go and get this, you got to get all this stuff, this tech stuff. I'm going to tell you now, I didn't buy any of that. I use my own printer at home to print my labels, and it's just a regular printer. It was like $20 at Walmart, but it came with ink, and I just bought some paper and I printed it out. So what I did was I forgot, just that quick. What I did was I printed out my label, and then I just taped it to my packages. You don't need to spend a lot of money on that. You can get some poly paper or poly bags. I got them from Amazon, and I'll leave the link below on the kind that I have. So these are the little poly bags that I purchased from Amazon. You just, you know what I'm saying? Just open that up like that. Take your little plastic thing off, and then you just seal it up. Now, you don't have to purchase these. I got a pack of 50 or 100, and I don't think I spent over $20 for them, but again, I will leave the details of that down in the description so that you can go and check these out. And if you want to be just a little bit fancy, you can get these based on your website. My website is kind of like a little bit aesthetic, but not too much. But I used a lot of green leaves on my website. It was very greenish, so I thought that these went perfect with my site. And to wrap my product, I'll show you this really quick. So let's say here are a pair of shorts that I have not branded yet. So these are just regular shorts. Oh yes, I did. So as you can see, I have my logo here on the side, Glow. So Built to Glow is the kind of my brand. Every girl is built to glow. So these shorts here, I would fold these up real nice. And I bought this paper here from Michael's maybe. I bought a pack of paper. You can get this from Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walmart for just a pack of wrapping paper. And I would get 1 or 2, and I would wrap my product in the paper to make it cute. And then I would tie it with just some regular ribbon. So just tied it with some ribbon. And then everybody received a thank you card. So I wrote a special handwritten note in each one of these thank you cards, and I just put it on top of the package, put it inside of my bag, printed out my shipping label from my printer, regular printer with ink. So there was one more thing that I forgot to share with you guys. You want to get a scale, and I just got this little digital scale from Amazon, and I think it was like 15 bucks at the time that I got it. I don't know how much they are now, but I'll put the link down below to the very exact one that I have. And basically, what I did was when I wrapped my product, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this. I'm just gonna wrap it like this. And I put my products in my bag. Before I seal this, I made sure I put everything that is going in here, even my thank you. I put it in here, and I cut this my scale on, and then, you know, let the zeros filter out. So there we go. So now we're filtered out. Now my bag has all of my ingredients in it. I'm gonna lay this on top, being very careful. You want this on a flat surface, and then you want to type in your kilograms or your ounces, or not kilograms, your pounds or your ounces on how much this weighs. And you're gonna need that information for any way that you decide to ship this product. ShipStation or any other site, that's how they determine how much shipping is gonna cost based on the weight of your product. So again, you do need a scale. Let's say this is my shipping label. I printed it out, and I got some tape, and I taped the top, bottom, side, and side. And I took it to my post office. That was it. So you really don't have to get a laser printer or whatever the case may be. But if you want to, and you got the money, you got $300 or $400, depending on how much they are at the time, go ahead and get you one, get it over with. I ain't rich, so I couldn't get that. Your ShipStation, that's who I use, and they typically give you like 90 days to use it. And basically they just give you all the prices to ship that particular product to that person. I'm telling y'all, that's super easy. And then, so now we're down to number 7, and you want to advertise. This is the part that I struggled on because I didn't advertise before my business kicked off. You always want to advertise before your business start. And when I say advertise, I'm talking about getting emails. I'm talking about getting the word out, letting people know that, hey, this is coming. Subscribe so that you can be aware when the products are available. Once you get an emailing list, you are on it. You can also print cards or use your printer. Use your printer and print out your site. Put a little design around it, whatever, cut it out. Walmart, and you can stick these little cards on people's windows. And I know we don't want to do that because, you know, a lot of sex trafficking going on. But if you got it on every single car and not just one car, then I think that's fine. You can also just set up like a little table. If you are selling, you can start by setting up tables in certain locations and start advertising that way. You can also get family and friends. Family and friends to wear whatever it is, to eat whatever it is, to post it. Let me tell y'all, advertising is so important. It's so important. But my mama came through. My mama came through. She knew a lot of people. She know more people than I know. I'm sitting at home, so you know, I don't get to see many faces. I don't get to see anybody in the office. I get to email them, but that's different from when you seeing people face to face. My mom still see people face to face, and she get to show them the product. They get to touch the product. So she was able to advertise my product and sell it. Kudos. Woo, woo. She did it. She did it. Shout out to my mama. You did it. Canva.com, I use them to create all of my ads. Anything that I don't have time to go and create manually by myself, they have little card stocks that you can just pick up, edit, and put your material on. So easy. They have a free version and they have a paid version. So I have the paid version. You do not have to pay for it, but the paid version, I think it's like $12.99 a month. They give you 30 days free, so You can create all the stuff you need to create for 30 days free, and then you can just cancel it. You don't need nothing unless you want to, Also, take surveys on Instagram. You can ask, all your girls and all your friends, like, hey, do you like this shade of lipstick or this shade of lipstick? Take a lot of surveys so you can see where your market is. You can see where people are buying. Or where their mindset is. It's like, oh, okay, a lot of people like the red lipstick, but they don't really like the white. They don't really like the pink lipstick. So, if you have the money and the bandwidth, run you a few ads. I used to do a little simple ads for $5. $5 ads, and it's just market to people that are interested in fitness, just to get your material and your brand out there. And number 8, my final advice would be to have patience. Don't expect to purchase on your first 30 minutes of your lunch, your first hour launch, or even the first day. Don't give up, and I'm saying don't give up because a lot of things are going to be thrown at you, and you're going to be like, I can't do this. I don't see how they do this, because I'm right there now. I'm like, I can't do this. So that's why I'm giving y'all my advice, because y'all are going to encourage me to keep going, and I'm going to encourage y'all to go ahead and start that business and get going. When you take your survey and say, hey, would you support my business? And you got like 1,000 girls saying yes, yes, yes. And then when you launch, nobody buy anything. Don't be discouraged. Or, your favorite cousin that has like 3 or 4 kids, and she always down to ride. She always at the club with you. She always out to eat with you. She got money. But at the time when you launch your business, she's not able to purchase. Don't be discouraged, because maybe next week when she get her check, she can purchase some of your items. So like I said, you may not get sales the first day, the first hour, the first 30 minutes, but you have to keep getting your word out. You have to keep letting people know, and it'll eventually happen. It's gonna take time. Right now my business is on pause because the second material or product that I was going to add to my site was incorrect, and I just kind of told you guys that I had the issue with the vendor, and now I don't have a product at all because I didn't send it back, but they did give me my refund. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. I don't know. Anyway, so guys, that is all that I have for you guys. Those are 8 tips. And if y'all have any questions, ask them down below or send me an email. We can talk about it. Anyway, sorry. Thank y'all for watching, and come back for the rest of the other videos that I'm about to record and let y'all know about. Peace.